What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steelers Rewind. I'm here live from the UPMC Ring Sports Complex. Just got done talking to Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan about what the team's NFL draft plans are. Of course, this press conference to me every year, one of the more overrated things. I know we do it, but did we learn much? Not really. So let's go through what we did learn. One, Mike Tomlin thinks the nose tackle position is kind of dying. And it's similar to the fullback, right? So if they draft someone like Kenneth Grant, best believe they think of him as a nose three, or as that three tag. So I think, a two-down nose tackle for the Steelers, it just doesn't appear likely. It depends on what their view is of a guy like Grant. It depends on what the view is of their mid-round options. But specifically just a run-plug nose that plays two downs, I don't really see that on the menu for them. So even the mid-round options, they look at guys like J.J. Pegues and Jamari Caldwell. Those guys have some pass rush juice to them. So that's what I would look at when you're looking at defensive tackle. Mike Tomlin did praise Shedeur Sanders today, saying he thought his intangibles really popped in their pre-draft visit. Shedeur Sanders is a weird case, man. A guy that they probably thought 2 months ago had no shot to fall to them at 21, now seemingly does have a shot to fall to them at 21. Would they take him? I don't know. I think there's some scar tissue there still from the Kenny Pickett miss. I'm not going to guarantee that they would take Shedeur. I think he's in their top three likeliest options. I think it's him, Grant, and Harmon. That's what I would say, but we'll see. I think Shedeur Sanders is on the menu, but I also think there's limitations. Notably, he talked about his toughness, his competitive mindset, all those things that really about Shedeur Sanders really did pop in that pre-draft visit. Aaron Rodgers update, really nothing to report there. When is the deadline? They don't have one. Is training camp a line of demarcation? Mike Tomlin kind of clarified that to say, not really, it doesn't really matter. They'll move on eventually from Aaron Rodgers if he doesn't sign, but for right now, it doesn't feel like anything's moving there. So the wheels are just going to keep turning on time, and we'll see if Aaron Rodgers ever decides, but not much of an update there overall. Also, Steelers likely to trade back or stay at pat, not to trade up. I think that was the other big takeaway from today. Omar Khan basically saying, with only 6 picks, very unlikely that they're going to trade up in this draft. They are far likelier to trade down and get another day 2 pick. The other thing that, I say this every time I feel like we're talking at a press conference, but Steelers are not planning on trading George Pickens. That was another thing that we did learn today. So some things coming out of this press conference, I don't think much. We'll see what happens. 2 days till the NFL draft, one of my favorite events of the year. We'll be here covering it. I'll be having podcasts this entire week. We'll be reviewing the picks as they come in as well, folks. Make sure to stay tuned to the page. Read the stuff over at penlab.com. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell.